Hi, fellow Canaries. It's Cillian, your Irish Flying Canary, with episode 15 of the O'Grady Outlook. A short match preview of the Canaries' up-and-coming match recorded exclusively for Beyond the Barclay and available on all social channels. This week I'd like to say hello to Jeremy and the Posh Canaries and Stephen and the Zimbabwe Canaries. After a very long, ultimately disappointing day on Friday, this time it's an early Ryanair flight for me to London Gatwick, followed by a train to London Bridge, a bite to eat before taking a train to South Bermondsey, to the Lion's Den, the home of Millwall FC. A lot of people might not know this, but Millwall is in the Isle of Dogs, and not where Millwall FC play in New Cross, where they moved in 1910. As for Millwall itself, the name derives from where 7 windmills once stood on the western side of the Isle of Dogs, helping to give this part of the island the name Millwall. The wall was, in fact, a great bank of earth and stones, perhaps dating back to the Roman era, and certainly in use by the Middle Ages. The bank of earth kept the river from flooding the island, allowing the surrounding land to be cultivated for farmland. The wall was wide, certainly wide enough for the windmills, and for the path that ran along it and stretched around the peninsula towards the area now known as Blackwall. The mills and agricultural area quickly morphed into a docklands area where shipbuilding and trade were the order of the day, and hence the reason Millwall FC was known as the Dockers, before becoming the Lions, and also the birth of the rivalry with the Hammers. And as industry died out, much of the area was redeveloped into, what's it called? Norwich Wharf? No, Canary Wharf, that's it. The film this week is the 1989 Jim Sheridan movie, My Left Foot, whose star, Daniel Day-Lewis, won the first of his 3 Oscars for portraying Christy Brown. He lives in Animo, County Wicklow in Ireland with his American filmmaker wife, Rebecca Miller, daughter of the great American playwright Arthur Miller. And it turns out that Daniel, who grew up in London, is a big Millwall fan. So along with Gerard Quinlivan, who we had on as a guest on the O'Grady Away Days guide this week, we have at least 2 Irish Lions in Ireland. As it's Easter, I'm going to nominate that great British chocolate brand Cadbury as the recommended sponsor of the week. So what can we expect on the pitch this time? Well, Millwall had been in phenomenal form in recent months with Alex Neil at the helm, until they stumbled badly on Friday with a resounding defeat to Blackburn, making their chance of a playoff slimmer than ever. So it's going to be an interesting game for both teams. Who will Norwich have in goal? Will Angus be back, or will George Long get to face his former team, despite a less than convincing performance at Carrow Road on Friday? Or will Rays get another crack at it? So unpredictability remains. I'm going for a 2-2 draw with Signs and Schwartau on the score sheet. Anyway, Canaries, enjoy the game and get behind the team. Say hi if you see me around the Den or indeed around London Bridge before the game. And don't forget to share what your predictions and scorers are in the comments, and any suggestions as to who you'd like to see in future episodes of O'Grady Outlook, or indeed the O'Grady Away Days. Make sure you subscribe and follow Beyond the Barclay podcast to hear all the great fan podcasts and other great pieces of content. Thanks for watching.